Hello there, it's lovely to be talking to you again. I'm Dr. Cheryl Fraser, if you haven't met me already. And we're here in beautiful Victoria, BC, and I am talking to you about love and passion and the difference between desire and arousal. I had a very common question that comes in, but several of you have sent it in lately saying, how can I have more desire when I'm in a longer term relationship? We used to just rip each other's clothes off, and that's kind of slowed down a lot. So I want to talk to you about a very important concept. This is in my new upcoming book that'll be publishing right at the end of 2018. It's called Buddha's Bedroom. Check out the website for more about that. And what I want to talk about today is the difference between mental desire and physical arousal. Here's the thing, there are two ways to get turned on, and most people don't know the difference, and they don't know how to turn themselves on when they need to. What I mean is, think of your sex drive, your interest in your partner as a high performance car, and you have two different keys to turn that engine on. The first one is the desire key. Desire is the mental state of thinking about something erotic, thinking about your sweetheart, picturing or fantasizing making love. And if you utilize your mind, your imagination, your mental desire key, you can begin to turn on the body and the interest and become interested in the possibility of making love. That's one key. There's another key that works just as well. That's the physical desire key. And that key is really what we might call physical horniness, the traditional way you think of sexual arousal. You can be busy, making an omelet, and suddenly out of the blue feel kind of a flush of physical desire in the genitals, just feeling like yum yum, I feel kind of turned on, I feel kind of horny. That's the physical desire piece. The problem in long-term relationship is we wait for desire mentally or arousal physically to show up, and they may not. You're busy, you're living your life, you're running around, you're doing your thing. I talk a lot about this in Buddha's Bedroom, but I wanted to bring this idea to you now to start playing with. There are some exercises you can do by just on the drive home, on your way home at the end of the day, be thinking in a sexualized manner. Think of coming in and nibbling your sweetheart's neck and licking their neck and saying hello instead of, hey babe, how's your day? Can you put your mind in a desirous place and then allow the arousal to follow? Either key will start the engine. Sometimes they come together, we're like, whoa, and we're both mentally desirous and physically aroused or horny at the same time. But these are up to you. Some very important research by a woman called Rosemary Basson on the female sexual response cycle indicate that the majority of long-term couples should start making love whether or not they're in the mood at that point. This is super important. If you wait around to feel desire and or arousal, you may not be having much sex at all. It's up to you to start the car, let the engine idle for a while, and then get zooming down the pathway of love. Desire and arousal, two different ways in. More teachings on that coming up. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're not already signed up to receive these in your inbox, you can sign up below. Check out the website, www.drcherylfraser.com. Have a beautiful, passionate day. How about go for a drive?